Welcome to the Three Sad Fans podcast, where we don't know anything about football, but we're going to talk about it anyway because we want to. And we're starting now, well before the beginning of the season, because you got to cement yourself first with all your crazy, idiotic ideas before the season starts and they all get debunked after the first 2 weeks, you know?
I like theorizing.
I like making stuff up. And
Yes.
and so if you are new here and you don't know who we are, I'm the Sad Packers fan. Tom is the Sad Panthers fan, and Noah. Yeah, no, actually, that one is Noah. This one's Tom. This this one's the Sad Panthers fan. And then Noah is the Sad Ravens fan. I mean, to be fair, two of the three of us don't really have a lot to complain about. You know?
I was about to say, I think I'm the only sad fan around here.
I mean, to be fair, I've had a couple pretty good seasons. There was that one with Aaron Rodgers a few years ago where they got knocked out of the playoffs by the Lions on the very last week, where he threw 3 interceptions and just lost it at the final seconds of the game at the goal line by throwing another interception. But other than that, the Packers have been solid. Like, I've been pleasantly surprised with the way the Packers have been, at least showing up.
It's been 7 years.
7 years.
It's been 7 years since the Panthers had a winning record. So
yeah, the Ravens have been doing pretty good, like relatively speaking.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've been like kind of on and off with them in the last few years. Lamar Jackson's a good quarterback. We could get into that more later. I'm rooting for Tyler Loop. I think is the new kicker.
You
Ravens.
don't want Justin Tucker back.
Yeah, but I mean it's too late now. He's off the team.
Come on, bring him back. Come on,
bring him back. Why bring him back?
Just shut down every massage parlor in Baltimore, and hell be fine.
True.
I don't have that authority. But yeah, the Ravens are a good team, like all around. They just like to make dumb mistakes, and I hate when they make dumb mistakes. That's so
football.
frustrating.
It is.
It is football.
It's a game of
Absolutely.
inches. It's literally Mark Andrews doesn't catch the ball at the goal line, and
Don't remind me.
Isaiah Likely's toe is 1 inch out of bounds week 1 last year.
Oh no, I forgot
and
about that.
It was 2 years ago where was it Isaiah Likely who fumbled right at the goal line? He was like diving for the end zone, and the Chiefs player knocked it out of his hand.
Oh wait, that's right. You're right about
Little
that.
inches.
Yeah,
Isaiah, it's gone now.
Yeah, literally.
See, Noah, I don't think you
Isaiah
should be
inches.
like down on the Ravens. I think you should just hate the Chiefs. I think that's
Yes,
what
I do hate the Chiefs. That's the thing. I hate the Chiefs. Worst team.
I mean, listen, if there's one thing we can all agree on, is that we're sad about our teams and we all hate the Chiefs.
Yes.
Amen.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. So before we get into any topics today, I wanted to give a couple quick shout outs. The first one is to Trey Lance, who I had no idea was a Charger now. This was news to me.
idea.
I mean, who is this? Mike Golick Jr. actually shouted this out, being like, I'd imagine a fair amount of people around the country just learned that Trey Lance plays for the Chargers. If you don't know the Trey Lance story, because we know Noah doesn't, so this is me breaking it down for him. Trey Lance was taken, it wasn't the first overall pick, but third overall pick for the San Francisco 49ers. And within his first couple weeks of playing, he gets hurt, replaced with Jimmy Garoppolo, who also then gets hurt, replaced with Brock Purdy, the last guy in the draft. Then
Mr. Irrelevant.
Mr. Irrelevant literally leads him to the Super Bowl, and now he's got the starting job, Trey Lance's chopped liver. Even though Trey Lance is feeling better now, they really like Brock Purdy, so they trade him to the Cowboys. But
that's right.
Dak Prescott.
And he played backup,
He played backup to Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott got hurt, so he came in, played okay. Didn't play great, but he played okay. And now this is the first time I've learned he's playing for the Chargers, and I guess he will be starting this Thursday in the Hall of Fame game. So I know I'm going to watch it and then get bored after 5 minutes, but I'm going to tell myself that I'm not, because I've been waiting so long for football. So long.
You and everyone else. And one thing about the Hall of Fame game is that, it's the first football of the season and whatnot, but more people watch the Hall of Fame game than they do any other off-season sport. Like, you'll see stats, and I bet this is going to happen. that when the television stats come out for the people who watch the Hall of Fame game, it's going to be more than Game 7 of the NBA Finals.
That's crazy.
It's going to be.
Enough.
You want to know what's a crazy stat? I bet you there is going to be a ton of money bet on the Hall of Fame game. Just because it's the first semblance of football. It is not going to show any sort of like indicator of which of these two teams is good. And from a standpoint, it's the preseason. You don't know who's going to win. Because was either the Lions or the Browns the one year that they won all 4 of their preseason games and then went 0-16 in the the regular season.
It was, yeah. I think it was the Lions.
Yeah,
it sounds like a Lions thing to do.
Yeah, it sounds like a Lions thing.
Because if it was the Browns, they would have gone 0-4 in the preseason and then gone 0-16.
True.
So if you're betting on this game, don't. This is like betting on a coin flip, which
save your money for your parlays mid-season.
Yeah, and
no, what's a coin flip
going to be? All your money.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, what's a coin flip going to be on the Hall of Fame game?
Tails.
All right, go on.
Put 500 on it. You hear that?
500 on tails.
500 on tails. Hall of Fame game. That's like betting on the first thing you absolutely can bet on, for sure. That's crazy. All right, I also have one more shout out I want to do before we get into our real topics. I want to shout out my boy Aaron Rodgers, who we all love to hate watch, as a small fan. A small fan threw a football towards him, which I don't even think was 100% like his idea. Like, he probably wanted to, but you could tell the staff were like, throw it, go ahead, throw it. And then when he threw it, Aaron Rodgers kind of looks at it, picks it up, looks back at the little boy, staring right at him, and then turns and throws it into the stands. Now, as much as I hate Aaron Rodgers, that is a based thing to do. That is horrible, terribly horrible, absolutely based. I showed this thing to my dad, and my dad was all like, because my dad loves Aaron Rodgers for some reason. I don't know why, that's just how he is. He's like, I love him on Pat McAfee. He's such a smart guy. But he's all like, no, I don't think Aaron Rodgers saw him. I think he didn't know any better. And I'm like, yeah, I'm sure, Dad. I'm sure.
I think Aaron saw the kid. Like, come on. Like,
he looks
at least give it some decency and throw the ball back at the kid. But
I totally understand. Nope. Like, the kid is out here begging for attention, and if he throws it back to this one kid, every kid is now going to be like, Aaron Rodgers, throw me the ball, please. And next time he goes golfing, there's going to be 8 footballs at his feet. So I get not wanting to give in to something like that because it's enabling bad behavior. But I just think it's so funny. He stares at the kid dead in the eye. There's no escaping it. Dead in the eye. Then does a 180 and tosses it into the stands.
Nope. Yeah, literally.
Nope. I bet if it was any other time where he wasn't in the middle of a round of golf, he probably would have been like, "Yeah, here you go, little Jimmy. Here's the ball back." But he's in the mood. He's got to hit his 12-footer.
Looks like he was actually going to the next hole. I don't know.
Let's be honest. He probably double buggy.
I bet the kid was a Jets fan. That's probably what it was.
Yeah, you can tell. You can definitely tell.
Mm-hmm. All right. Does anyone have that link to the new throwback uniforms, by the way? Because
Yes.
I think I have to scroll up for that.
Here you go.
We've been spoiled for one of them, but
you've been spoiled it.
Well, yeah.
I mean, to be fair, as soon as the as soon as the Packers one came out, I was like, oh, I gotta see this.
It was certainly a choice.
Yeah, I am going into this blind. I only see the Steelers one, which is in the thumbnail of this article.
Go ahead and open it up. I'll scroll down with you, all right?
At least it's not a bumblebee for the Steelers, because they've had those in the past. So,
and the Steelers one, I feel like it doesn't look too bad. I'm not a fan of the tan pants, but like, what other color are you gonna put there? It's more of a secondary color, so. Can't even really complain about that,
It's not the worst uniform I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm. Especially for the Steelers. The Steelers have had much worse looking uniforms.
Like Noah alluded to, the bumblebee.
To be fair, I kind of like the bumblebee. Maybe I'm a little. I'm on the outside. I'm in the minority of that, but that's okay. I like the bumblebee.
As a Ravens fan, I'm obligated to be against the Steelers, rather. So,
as a Packers fan, now that Aaron Rodgers is on the Steelers, I am also against the Steelers. Yeah. So up top, let's go.
Yeah. Up top. The
Steelers are okay.
Tom?
I have no beef with the Steelers.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay.
The next one down is the Washington Commanders one, and I don't really see what's different, to be honest.
Is that their normal uniform? Like
it kind of looks
it
like
looks,
it. They didn't do
it looks
much.
normal.
So I think
it's
the difference is with the helmet with the stripe, because I don't think that stripe was before. That's
Really?
very much like a throwback Redskins stripe, but now with a W on the side. But the rest of the uniform I think looks the same. Or maybe I'm just not a real like sports fan. I'm not a real NFL fan because I don't keep up with the Redskins and the Commanders, and I don't know all of their little nuances. You see, the pants are now more of a crimson than an actual dark red. Don't you see? Don't you see the tone shift?
No. No. It just looks like their normal like alternative uniform if like one team's predominantly like, wearing a white color.
Yeah, like it just looks like they're away jerseys, but maybe that's just me, I don't
exactly.
know.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
It's certainly a uniform. You know,
It's a uniform of all time.
Next one down, we've got the New Orleans Saints, which I don't see the full uniform. I just see the helmet.
It's just a helmet.
You know,
it's just a helmet, yeah.
It's slick. Yeah, I like this.
I like it.
It's like the whiteout, kind of like how the Packers showed the whiteouts last year. It kind of gives off the same vibe. I think it's good. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah. I don't have any complaints about this one. It looks fine.
It's a good helmet. I mean, if it's just a helmet, we're all good here. You know. Now,
Come on, Tom. That's your division rival. You gotta slander it.
Oh, boo, hiss. Boo, they suck, boo. This next one, also boo, hiss.
You don't like the Buccaneers throwback?
No, it's actually the creamsicle ones, the original creamsicle ones, very good. This one's just a road version.
This is just like reverse creamsicle, where the creamsicle's on the number instead of the actual jersey. But if you'll notice, they actually got the old school logo. It's the actual like pirate.
Back when nice. what was it, the NFC Central before everything?
Yeah. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers established 1976. You know, 200 years on America's birthday.
Crazy.
And I don't.
They don't want to talk about 1976.
No,
they don't.
Not at all.
Don't.
No.
That might lead into something we have to talk about later, but I won't get into that quite yet. But the background, like that logo, he looks almost Spanish, like he's from Spain. What do you think?
Yeah, I believe it.
Definitely doesn't look like he's from Tampa Bay.
It is a Buccaneer, so.
Anyway, is that a cigar in his mouth or something? Or
I think it's supposed to be a knife.
It's a dagger.
It's a dagger.
Oh, a dagger?
Because he's a pirate.
Yeah, it's a bit small on my screen.
Yeah.
It looked like a cigarette or something. But
Can you imagine the entire team comes onto the field smoking cigarettes?
I bet they did in the 70s up until they had to leave the locker room.
Yeah, no, listen, in the 70s, the kicker would be on the sideline smoking, and he'd probably walk out to the field, throw the butt into the grass, smush it out, and then line up for the kick.
I gotta go to work now.
I gotta do my 8 seconds of work for the half.
Yep, absolutely.
Don't hit me, I'm a kicker.
Anyway, shout out my boy Baker. I hope he has a hell of a season. All right, and then the Chargers have new jerseys. Which one is it?
The gold.
Yes,
it's the all yellow one. It's the mustard piss looking one. So
it's yellow on yellow.
It's almost a little yellow. You know,
yellow is just a weird color to fit with anything.
And the thing is, they're trying to show off all their different like combinations, and all it really is just blue, yellow, and white interchange.
And then and navy blue.
And then they got the navy blue. I like the navy blue throwbacks. Those ones really do. That's the true throwback in my opinion. That's when I was growing up. That's what they were wearing. And then this yellow is. Looks like it came out of my nephew's nose, you know? I mean, listen, I'm not the one that's getting paid millions of dollars to design a uniform, so I'm somebody...
I wish I was.
I know, I wish I was. I would have done yellow
People get
on
paid
yellow.
Millions of dollars to design a uniform? Is that real?
I don't know if it's millions, but they make more than you and I do, that's for sure.
They probably make more than the three of us combined.
That's so true, so true.
Well, damn, I need to change careers. Anyway...
And then we go down, we got the Steelers one again, and then they got their whole video that it's, I don't know, it's a really big build-up video for the for the fact that we already saw it. It was the first thing they showed on the list. They're like,
They're like,
big
"Yep."
hype, big hype, big hype. Also, you've already seen this.
I mean, at least they definitely went definition of throwback. It's from 1933.
Oh,
So
Yeah, that's a big throwback.
So I'll
for
give them
sure.
that. That's
Absolutely.
definitely a good throwback. So, oh no, never mind. There's more Saints.
that
is
is
different.
a
This is
wrong
like-
color.
This is like dark helmet and then like a kind of more cream shirt. Is that
Yeah,
what you
it's
just
not
said?
the
I can see
normal
that.
gold. It's not the normal gold. It's
I
it's
kinda
almost
like it.
off-putting.
I mean, you can
It's
not
off.
like it. That's fine. I think I kind of like it.
I think it's subtle. It looks good. It's not. Yellow.
I'm digging the
It's-
helmet.
yeah.
I am.
Yeah, like it's a contrast thing, and I think I think the contrasts are pretty good. So.
Tom's allowed to be a hater. They're his division rivals.
Absolutely.
Helmet good, uniform jersey bad.
And then Buffalo Bills have this is like the original Buffalo Bills throwback too. Like this is what I think of when I think of the Buffalo Bills. This is the 4-time Super Bowl losing Buffalo Bills uniform.
back to back to back to back.
In that
You wanted
uniform.
a three-peat. You wanted a three-peat.
They
You did
got
not
the
get
reverse 4-peat.
it. Yep. I mean,
Twice to the Cowboys. So
that's
Yeesh.
unfortunate.
Yikes.
Yeah, it looks fine. It's
Yeah, I
matches
mean
their
it's
color.
a good looking uniform. It looks
Yeah.
solid. Next we got the Browns. Did you actually hear the story about the Browns unveiling the uniform though?
I did not actually.
Okay,
there
so-
have been so many Brown stories that this one did
This
not.
one probably
look
fell
through.
under the radar. Okay,
Yeah.
so they were doing an unveiling of the helmet because they had like this giant like I don't know if it was inflated or if it was just like a replica, but it was giant. They had it under this giant sheet. They unveiled it, and the person who's taking the photo was trying to do this kind of like scenic thing where they were walking with it, misstepped and fell into the bay.
Oh, that's really funny.
There's actually like video footage
That's
of the guy walking, and then
crazy.
suddenly just it moves down.
Oh
and
wait,
all
it's
water.
that. Okay, I know
Yeah.
what you mean. Okay, I've seen that. I had to click for a second. Like, man, that's
So-
hilarious.
No.
As mediocre as their throwback uniforms are, the only thing I'm gonna remember is that guy falling into the bay.
Yeah, this
That's
uniform
so
looks like
sad.
their secondary like away uniform.
I know, it just looks like their regular uniform.
Yeah, it doesn't look like anything unique.
I mean,
You
it's
know?
brown instead of orange.
Yeah. Right, like it's the Browns. I mean,
always ironic to me that they're called the Browns and all their uniforms are orange. They should be called the
Yeah.
Oranges.
Yep.
So,
I'm
hey.
just happy that Joe Flacco is on the Browns.
Let's go,
instead of
Joe
on the
Flacco!
Colts. Let's go, Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco's one of my favorite NFL players. So
He
I
only
grew-
led your
I
team to
grew
a
up-
Super Bowl.
yeah, I grew up watching him. So it's like
He's like
I
your
love
dad.
Joe Flacco. Yeah, essentially. Right? Yeah. Okay.
See,
Anyway,
I can't say
Packers.
like Aaron Rodgers or Brett Favre are my dads because they've
No.
done too much.
You don't want them.
You
as
don't
your
want them
dads.
to
No,
be
you
your
don't.
dads.
No, absolutely
The-
not.
You either get a guy that steals from welfare or a guy who's on ayahuasca.
The guy who doesn't even communicate with his own family.
Yeah, that's no good option.
All right,
the
now the
Packers,
moment
like,
that
change-
I've all been waiting for is the Green Bay Packers one.
Did they change teams? Like, are they the Packers still?
I know. So
Because
the
it's,
thing
like,
is,
blue.
people were saying that like the blue almost looks like the Bears, kind of.
Yeah, I can see that.
But
yeah.
their throwback uniform has always been like this kind of blue on tan. So it's been like that since the beginning of time. The real showcase here is the helmet, which if
Yeah.
you just isolate the helmet, I think the idea of the helmet is really cool. It's like showing the old leather hats that they used to wear that did not protect you from brain damage. And
It kept your head warm though.
it does. It sure did. In that ice bowl, freezing cold weather. But the fact of the matter is that when you pair it with the rest of the uniform, I just feel like it clashes. Like as a Packers fan, it needed to be paired with something else. It just does not look good with this uniform. But that's again just me, and everyone is entitled to their opinion. I'm still gonna cheer for them whenever they do wear it. I'm just gonna kind of squint my eyes so I don't have to see it too hard. That's all.
Make it look like
What?
it's a smooth helmet and not whatever decoration is on it. You know.
Or maybe if they like actually didn't make the helmet so smooth and gave it like little, I don't know, bumps or something to look like it is 3-dimensional instead of just a round helmet, it would have looked better, but it is pretty flat. So
Honestly, they should have just given them leather helmets.
yeah,
you
just
know?
give them
Yeah.
actual leather helmets, and they can all get concussions before the end of the season.
Yeah,
They won't
look,
go
if-
anywhere.
Look, if you want a throwback, commit.
Yes. Yes.
Go
Commit
out
to the
without
whole thing.
pads.
Exactly. I feel like this one would probably look better on TV just because the light in the photo for it just makes it look like it's not as detailed, but we'll see when they actually wear them for a game, you know.
I believe it.
Yeah.
So, hey, those were the throwbacks. They look all right. I mean,
Yeah.
you can't really go wrong with them. I mean, you can if you're the Browns.
You could
but
absolutely
If you're,
can.
yeah. If you're the Browns or the Commanders, where your uniforms look like your alternatives and not like
or the
100%
Chargers where it just
throwback.
looks like pee.
Yes.
The straight up gold bar football player.
Crazy.
All right. Next thing I got up on the list on our little checklist, though, is projecting our team's records. If we want to go through that, does anyone want to volunteer to go first?
Tom should.
Oh, I think Tom
Okay.
should go first as well.
Tom should.
Okay. Do you have their schedule up?
Absolutely.
Okay. Give me a
Oh,
moment.
yeah, I've got
We're
the
gonna-
schedule up.
We're gonna go through this one at a time. Let me grab a drink. Don't mind the balloons. It was my birthday a week and a half ago, and I'm too lazy to clean it all up.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday! Yay.
I'm old now. That's why I started a podcast. All right, in front of me, I have the Panthers' upcoming schedule. And, oh boy, they actually look like they have one of the easier schedules of the years, but
Yeah.
I'm kind of hopeful for it. But I want to hear what our, like, Panthers expert thinks. All right, so we've got
Okay.
week 1 at Jacksonville. What are you feeling?
Okay. First off, yeah, I think we do have one of the easiest schedules. We are in the NFC South, right? The Saints are projected to be bad this year.
0-17 bad? First 0-17 team? I
No, I think they win a couple. Probably maybe one against the Panthers because we'll probably be a letdown. But, we placed third in our division, and so, we'll have an easier schedule last year. So we have the easiest schedule compared to what the Ravens and the Packers will have. So I think a lot of these games are winnable. At the Jaguars, winnable. I think that's a winnable game.
You think they win? Do you think you've been like that's a win, or
I-
because it's like
I
it's
think-
winnable? Do you think they win?
I'll speak in definitives. They win that game.
All right, they win that game because I'm writing
Fine.
like little W's
Yeah.
and L's for what you think, and so
Yeah.
I'm throwing it up there.
And then we can make fun of you later when they lose
Look,
like 5
hey.
games in a row. I'm like,
Hey,
sir?
hey, this is where the optimism is born. It is during the
Fair
season
enough,
when it
yes.
dies.
And you want to know
Yes.
what? This is probably the only sports podcast that will even talk about the Panthers. So Panthers fans, welcome here. Let's
go, Panthers!
Yo, go Panthers!
You actually have 1.5 people on this podcast who are actually high on them. Let's go. The funny thing is Tom is the half a person.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Look,
great.
look. If you have watched this for the past 7 years, you would know why.
All right, going into
All right.
week 2 at Arizona.
I heard the Cardinals described as the NPC team of the NFL. There's just not a lot going on.
Well, it's because Kyler Murray's the quarterback and all he does is play Call of Duty.
Yeah.
That is true.
Okay, but here's the thing. Call of Duty this year doesn't come out until November, so this is the post Call of Duty game. So he doesn't have his fall off yet.
Yeah.
No.
I still think the Panthers will win this game.
Ooh, I like that. I like the
I'm getting-
optimism.
I'm getting spicy. I think we will.
All right.
Very optimistic of you, Tom.
Then they
Yeah,
got their
Go Panthers!
first home game on the 21st versus Atlanta.
Yeah, Atlanta. They've got some optimism this year. They're gonna get their first full look at Michael Penix Jr. Now, in this moment, the biggest draft ever done. They signed Kirk Cousins to a massive deal.
To have
Oh,
him
we're
sit
just
on the
also
bench.
Yeah, and then we're also going to take a quarterback in the first round of the draft.
I just
Oh,
think
you suck. Bye. Except we can't trade you because no one wants you.
I just think it's so funny that they paid Kirk Cousins like $100 million to be good vibes in the locker room.
Congratulations, you are the most expensive clipboard holder in the NFL.
Yes. That's slightly better than the bench.
Yeah.
Slightly
Always
better.
slightly.
I think the Panthers will probably split with the Falcons this year.
Mm-hmm.
I think both teams will probably take the home game. So
All right, so win here.
I think there will be a win in week 3, and the Panthers will be 3-0. Yeah,
And
this
then
isn't
I'll
delusional.
preemptively put the L down on week 11th when they're at Atlanta. So I'll
Yes.
pencil that in for you.
Yeah.
But hey, starting 3-0, that
Yeah.
might put them top 10 in the power rankings. What do you think about that?
Oh, just look at the next 2 opponents after week 3.
Hey, there's some optimism there.
Yeah. At the Patriots, I think that's another win.
Oh,
I think
like
that's
it.
another win.
I could see that the Patriots have not been that great the last few years.
Mm-hmm.
No.
I mean, Drake
Like,
May's not a
especially-
bad quarterback. It's just that it's
No.
a bad team.
Bad team overall. Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely.
And with the thing with Drake May, coming in as a rookie, you don't have a lot of game tape on him. But now a whole year later, teams will be able to put for him differently and better. Like, for example, CJ Stroud, rookie year, phenomenal, exceptional rookie campaign, really made the Panthers look stupid for picking Bryce Young over him. But, in year 2, he was still good, but he wasn't as good as year 1,
Is that
So-
what like the whole fabled sophomore slump is? It's not even that they got bad, it's that the rest of the league now has adapted to them.
I think that's definitely part of it, because now they have film. Now they know that, hey, he does this when there's on this formation versus this defense, and so they can prep better. So yeah, I think that's definitely a part of sophomore slump.
You heard it here first. The sophomore slump is a myth, and there's a reason for everything. Allegedly. Allegedly. Anyway, week 5 versus Miami.
That's another win. That's another win. I think Miami is they're kind of lost in the sauce at the moment, right?
They've got Tua and Tyreek still, as long as
Yeah.
he stays out of jail.
and Tua stays unconcussed, which by week 5,
Oh yeah,
he'll
no.
have 2 concussions.
Well, it's
again.
because
Yeah.
they gave him the throwback helmets and.
Gee, I didn't realize he switched teams. Like,
You think he
quickly?
did? How much
Wow.
he throws it to the other team?
But yeah, that's a I guess we're getting crazy. I think the Panthers do beat the Dolphins.
5-0
in
to
week 5.
start is actually a lot better than I expected from you, Tom.
I'm building the optimism here. I'm gonna bring myself down a peg. I think the Cowboys come into Carolina the week later and they do get a win. I think we lose to the Cowboys.
I'm hearing a lot of people actually high on the Cowboys this year, like low key with Dak coming back and just how the Cowboys have always been regular season warriors. As long as everybody stays healthy, they're supposed to be at least decent, contending for the NFC East.
And then losing before they get to the NFC Championship.
And then
game.
losing
Yep.
to the Packers in
Yep.
the playoffs.
let's go.
Tale is old
It's
as time.
always a good day. It's always a good day when the Cowboys lose in humiliating fashion in the playoffs.
Absolutely. At home, nonetheless.
Of course. Of course. Let's see. At the Jets, I think that's a win.
Yeah. I mean, did you hear that Justin Fields is okay? Like, he just had a little sprain and he's already back to practice?
That could have been so much worse. Did you hear about that, Noah?
Yeah, I did. He hurt himself at practice, and they thought he wasn't gonna be able to play at least for the first few weeks of the season. Yeah, I heard about that, and that sucked because Justin Fields is really good on the Steelers when he was.
Yeah, he started 4-2
Yeah.
with the Steelers,
Yeah.
and then they
Yeah, it
pulled
was-
him
it was
because they're like,
incredible.
Russell Wilson, he's our guy.
Yes.
I'd say what Mike Tomlin said something about Justin's been good, but good's not gonna cut it in this league, and so
Is that why they signed
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers?
well they had no
Oh,
other
not.
option. They had no other
They
option.
could have
couldn't
brought
keep-
back Kenny Pickett. Come on.
True.
Super Bowl
That is true.
champion Kenny Pickett.
No,
Isn't he
he's on the
Steelers?
Browns now.
Oh, Mike
Yeah,
Cameron
he's on the
went
Browns.
blurry again. Oh, he's on the Browns. Okay.
Yeah,
He's
actually,
one of the 4 current active quarterbacks on the roster.
and they have to cut one before
On
the
the
beginning of the
Browns?
season. So there's actually
Yeah.
one of the bets going on for like DraftKings or
probably
whatever
Kenny.
is which one gets cut.
And it's probably Kenny.
It's probably
honest.
Kenny because I mean you have
I
two
believe
rookies
it.
with a promising future, and then Joe Flacco to get you started. Kenny Pickett is just there to be there.
Yeah.
With his ring, and that's about it.
Look, Kenny Pickett can always say for the rest of his life, he was the quarterback that took the final kneel down to win the Super Bowl.
He sure did. He was
That
on
is
the
true.
field when they won the Super Bowl.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
That is true. But yeah, Russell Wilson, I think, will do pretty good on the Jets. I think this year.
You mean the other guy, the
Justin Fields.
Justin Fields.
Justin Fields? Yeah,
don't
sorry.
even know
Justin
where
Russell
Russell
Wilson is on the
Wilson.
Giants.
Yeah, Russell Wilson. On the Giants.
no.
That's right.
Ooh.
That's right.
I forgot
That's
about
right.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Steelers lost both of their quarterbacks, and now they get Aaron Rodgers as their only quarterback.
Yes.
With like a
Yeah, the
backup
Giant-
they drafted, you know?
Yeah, the Giants quarterback room is probably it's the second most confusing quarterback room after the Browns, because the Giants quarterback room is Russell Wilson, Jameis Winston, and first round rookie Jackson Dart. So
I love Jameis Winston. He's not good at football, but he's funny as hell.
May
Dear
the
God,
Lord deliver me
please
from pick
deliver me
sixes.
from pick sixes.
All right, but let's get back to
continue.
this.
Yeah.
Buffalo comes in, demolishes the
Of
Panthers.
course.
Not a
Buffalo's
question-
going
not a question.
17-0 this year. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They star.
I believe it.
Yeah, and then at Green Bay.
At Green Bay. Listen, the last time these two teams played, it came down to the wire. It was 30-27. It was close.
Yeah, that good Joe Barry defense.
that was a whole defensive coordinator ago, though. You're right.
making rookie year Bryce Young look unstoppable. You know, I think it's a close game. I think the Panthers do lose that game, though.
You think it's going to be close, though, at Green Bay?
Yeah, I think it'll be close at Green Bay. I think Packers will come out with a win there, though. So
You think,
I think the
you're going to
Panthers
come
will-
fly out to Wisconsin for that one, Tom?
if I can get time off, maybe. Yeah.
Hey, well, let me know. Maybe I'll piggyback that.
Okay.
I feel like the Panthers would just be cold up in Lambeau. Like the
Yeah, and
Probably.
starting in November. I guess that's when it starts to get cold, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Let's see. Saints. I think Panthers will beat the Saints.
All right, Panthers
At
beat
home.
the Saints at home.
I
Saints
think
are very good.
that's easy. I think the Saints are probably contending for a top 5 pick this draft. This won't age poorly at all.
No, the Saints are going to come out and be 2-0 again with the highest points scored in the league.
Deja vu from last year.
Yep.
I already said that the Panthers will probably lose at Atlanta earlier. And then the only primetime game the Panthers have is a Monday night game in San Francisco.
You take all the prime times you can get. Didn't they have like 0 last year?
0.
Zero.
We
This is
had
the first
That's
No.
one in
incredible,
2 years.
actually.
Yeah.
They're not a
Yeah.
good team. Nobody wants to watch them. Usually they try
Right.
to
No.
give
I
everybody-
get it. I get
They
it.
try to give everybody one primetime slot, but there's always like 4 or so teams that just don't get one. It's like
Don't get one. Yeah.
The really
the
bad
NFL
ones.
knows who those teams are going to be and works that into their schedule. Like if you
Yeah.
want to know who the NFL assumes is going to be bad, look at who has no primetime games.
I believe it.
Yeah. We got one this year.
I'm almost
Yes.
curious. Who doesn't have a primetime game this year, NFL? See if it can.
Can't wait
The
for-
Browns, the Titans, and the Saints have no primetime games. So the
You
NFL
know, I'm right there
expects
with
them
you.
to be bad.
I'm
listen, they might
picking
be
against
onto
those
something.
teams. Yeah, I'm picking against those teams every time for our picks. So.
Those are the 3 teams. If you want somebody to bet against, it's those teams.
Yep.
This 49ers game, it's kind of tough because, right now, I don't know who the 49ers are as a team. They lost half their team to free agency this offseason, and so I have no idea. It's literally a toss-up.
It's in San Francisco as well, so keep that in mind.
It's in San Francisco. It'll be the first primetime game in 2 years. Mm-hmm. But they go in and win.
Oh, heck yeah, they
There
do.
you
I
go.
was going to
There
say,
you
if
go.
anything, between the 49ers and the Rams, I think you have a better chance against the 49ers.
Yeah.
The Rams is going to be a tough one.
if the Rams play like they did at the end of last year, they'll win this. They'll win against the Panthers.
And they got Devontae Adams this year, a wide receiver, with Matthew
On the
Stafford.
Rams?
Yeah, he's on the Rams now.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
So he went from one old quarterback to another old quarterback.
That's all he knows how to do is catch balls from old quarterbacks.
Yep.
I do think the Rams will beat the Panthers that game.
Unfortunate for the Panthers, but
I think the Panthers follow it up, go to New Orleans, and get another win. So.
Nice. I thought you were going to be like they're going to follow it up next week and beat the bye week for the first time ever.
Well, I guess that is when our bye week is.
Yeah, win on the bye week. Woo! Let's go.
Win on the bye week.
Yay. But the bye week right before a tough challenge to go to New Orleans against a team
like
with no primetime games.
Week, you know?
Yeah,
it's a vacation.
Yeah. So I think that's a win as well. I think the Panthers will sweep the Saints this year.
Nice. I think so too. Tampa Bay is going to be tough though.
Yeah, I mean, Tampa's won the division 3-4 straight years now,
which
isn't saying a lot.
To be fair, and then the other two were everybody was bad.
Yeah,
winning the division at 9-8 isn't saying much.
Yeah, no. So, but he's looked really good since he's gotten to the Buccaneers. You know, I think when he was on the Panthers, he was just on a poorly coached team, and it was just in the wrong environment, right? And so he had to leave, get away, which a lot of players have to do have to come into Carolina to get good again.
Yep.
It's just sad, but that's another time, a discussion for another time. I think we split with the Buccaneers. I think
you take the home games.
You know what? Yeah, I'll take the home games. So we'll win week 6.
Lose at 18.
Yeah, and then the Seahawks. Another team I don't know too much about. Right?
The Seahawks have Sam Darnold as quarterback now.
Yeah, because they got rid of. Yeah, they got rid of Geno. They got rid of Pete Carroll, who went out.
They don't have DK Metcalf anymore either. So
yeah,
it's not like he did much last year, but still.
And the thing is, with Sam Darnold, he had a really good offensive line in Minnesota last year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did.
And he's not going to have that in Seattle.
I don't think so. No.
Nope.
So, I've already been smoking the hopium. So, put me down for another W.
Hey, let's go. We'll reevaluate all this like mid-season to see how close we are and if we want to change any of our answers. But
I'm committing to
really good. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 wins.
11
you got
wins.
11 and 6.
11 and 6. That's
playoffs, baby.
That is. They could take the division.
Exactly.
I think with the NFC South how it is, 11 and 6 can definitely win the division.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Here, I'm gonna hit save on that so we have it for future reference. But I appreciate your insight. Noah, are you ready to do the Ravens?
Yes, sir.
As our Ravens.
Yes, sir.
I would say you got a tougher schedule since the Ravens placed first last year in the division.
Yeah. And oh god, it's a schedule, that's for sure.
Hey, at least you get to play the Browns twice.
Don't get me that excited now.
I get to play the Browns. Let's go.
Look, there's a real possibility that you play one quarterback the first time and then you play a completely different quarterback the second time.
It would be so funny because like what is it, week 2 they're playing the Browns. If Joe Flacco starts for the Browns at M&T Bank Stadium, that's just gonna be the funniest thing.
He's done it a couple of times since he's left the Ravens, so
I mean, yeah, but has he started with the Ravens? He might have
against the Ravens. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's probably been a while. At least since they had when he came back and had his whole like redemption arc for the Browns to get them into the playoffs a couple years ago. Like that probably that could have been the last time, but I don't know.
All right, do you have your Ravens schedule up, Noah?
Yes, I do.
All right. I mean, you have some tough ones to pick. So don't let me influence your decisions. I want you to like purely how you feel they're gonna do. So very first week at Buffalo in New York.
That's the thing.
Sunday night football.
First Sunday night football game.
The Bills are just going to be a very dominant team. I think they're going to go in swinging on the first week. I don't think the Ravens are going to win that one. I feel like it's going to be close. Like, the Ravens are going to probably pick up some punches, but I don't think they're going to get it.
The least you could hope for is a close game, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Hope for a close game, but I really don't think the Ravens will get this one. It's
Isaiah Likely's other toe will be out of bounds.
Exactly, yeah. It was like his left foot before, now it'll be his right foot, and like it'll be even. The universe will be perfectly balanced, you know?
To be fair, Buffalo's going 17-0, so that's an automatic loss for everyone.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, yeah. Browns week 2. I mean, obviously, with the quarterback situation, I don't think the Browns are going to do that great. I would give this one to the Ravens.
All right, Ravens W right there. Listen, if the NFL isn't giving them a primetime game.
True. I do know, though, that especially last season when they barely won against the Ravens, the Browns barely won against the Ravens, so that kind of irked me. But
that's the thing about the division matchups, though. Anyone could win. You never know. The Bears could beat the Packers. They usually don't, but they did last year, and it broke my heart a little bit.
So AFC North football is just bang, 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 bang. It's more unpredictable than most.
Exactly.
It's
one of the most competitive, and historically one of the most competitive divisions in football.
Absolutely, yes. AFC North they like to just go back and forth a lot. It's crazy. Yeah, I think the Ravens will probably win against the Browns, but we'll see if the Browns pick up their slack later on when they play them again later in the season. But
and then you got
week 3 though.
Monday night
against football.
Detroit. This is at home, by the way, so
it is at home.
Baltimore.
Okay.
Yep. I'll say week 3. What week 3 into your schedule, and your team already has more primetime games than mine.
That is true. That is true. 2 out of 3 of the games. Yeah. Oh man, this one's a toss up. I honestly no. I'm leaning more towards the Ravens on this one, but I'm probably going to be wrong. But
that's all right. Stand on business.
This is my optimism. Yeah. I'm breathing this copium here.
Let's
I
go.
want the Ravens to win against the Lions for once.
Copium.
I was like, Noah, did you not just hear what I just did?
No, yeah, you inhaled a lot of copium there. I heard you. You
gave the Panthers double-digit wins for the first time in 9 years?
Yeah.
7. Sorry.
Close enough.
Close enough.
Chiefs, though.
Yeah,
Chiefs.
At the Chiefs in Arrowhead.
The Chiefs get this
somehow
one.
not prime time, but
somehow not prime time. But I imagine the Chiefs are still going to be pretty dominant.
Whoops, there we go. I don't know why it was upside down L, right?
7.
7.
7. They're gonna lose 7 times. Who has that primetime game? Oh, the Packers Cowboys do. That's what it is.
That's crazy.
I was all like, who could be taking that primetime slot over this game? It's the Packers Cowboys.
It's Packers Cowboys.
Tough scheduling, but
Yeah, I think the Chiefs will come and swing it again, just like they've always done. I don't think the Ravens have a chance, especially in Arrowhead.
2-2.
Yeah, the energy is going to be massive at Arrowhead, and I just do not think they're gonna.
And you know what's ironic is if they do start 2-2 and the Panthers start 4-0, the Ravens are still going to be higher on the power rankings.
They better be.
They better be.
Unless the Panthers come out and smoke all the teams by 3 possessions.
Oh man,
I believe.
All right, so you got versus Houston, so this is at home as well.
I mean, the Texans have been they've been a pretty balanced team in the past. I'm just basing off of what I know about each of the teams from
I feel like personally the Texans have been like the number 10 team consistently. They're not good enough to be top 10, but they're definitely not down there with everybody else.
It seems like just CJ Stroud just sometimes just like take something to make him good for that game, and then other days he just doesn't take that. Not that he's actually doing that, but it just feels like he has his good days,
drinking
he has his bad
Michael's
days.
secret stuff from Space Jam.
Yes, whatever that is.
Water.
Have you not seen Space Jam?
We're having a movie night, Noah.
We're having a movie night.
We're gonna watch Space Jam, the good one,
The original, not the second one. Not the second one.
This one I think will go towards the Ravens. But again, the Texans have been historically a pretty okay team, like both winning and both losing. So like, CJ Stroud and that whole team could just do like amazing and like underestimate everything. So
and I think it is important to note that like in the NFL, any team can beat any team. It's just that it's more of a 9 out of 10 times thing, right? Where when the Ravens will play the Titans, the Ravens will probably win 9 times out of 10. But it's that one time where the Titans, everything just goes their way and they could win. So it's like, it's like, yeah, some teams are going to be better than other teams, but it's like, who do you think is going to win at this point right here, right now? It could go either way, but this is what I'm feeling.
Right.
All right, you got the Rams next for week 6.
Had the Rams been? They had a pretty good like redemption arc last season. They weren't winning as much, but then
went on a win streak and then
they won a playoff game.
And they beat the Vikings in a playoff game.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
And almost beat the Eagles too. They were close.
They were close. Yeah. I'm leaning that one towards the Ravens also.
I'll give it to the Ravens.
No real rhyme or explanation for that.
I think the Ravens are the better team. It's it's one of those things where like the Rams would win 3 to 4 times out of 10 rather than like 10, like more than 5.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Just in time, because after your bye week, it's the toughest team on the schedule, the Chicago Bears.
Chicago Bears.
Caleb Williams gonna take over the league.
That's what they say.
That's what they say.
No, it's not true. I'm making stuff up. That's what Bears fans say, though. They believe.
The Bears have been the off-season champions for 3 straight years and still cannot sniff the playoffs.
Yeah, I think the Ravens get this one. I don't see the Bears having a good arc there for being able to play well.
Yep, that puts them at 5-2. I like the streak so far. Next, it's at Miami.
Thursday night football. Sloppy football in Miami.
Yes.
Who knew that only giving players 3 days rest gives you the best type of football to watch?
Truly.
Especially when they played the previous Monday.
Exactly, yeah.
That would be awful if you went from Monday night to Thursday night.
That's what they did with there was 4 teams they did that last year on Christmas, right? Where they played Sunday and then they had like 2 days rest and then they played Wednesday for Christmas.
They played.
Oh, maybe it was
the 4 teams played on Saturday.
That's
that's right.
And then
that's right.
They had Sunday, Monday, Tuesday off, and then they played Wednesday for football. That's what happened. So they did get 3 days off, but it was still bad.
That's like a bare minimum. That's like a bare minimum now.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, those same teams played the Friday before for like Black Friday football. No, it wasn't. Something like that.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
But it's like they gave it was 3 games in 10 days.
Yeah,
it was bad.
They had enough of a break, I would think. Yeah.
Something like that.
I digress. I'm interrupting Noah. I apologize.
Isn't Tyler Huntley still on the Dolphins? Or they let him go?
I don't know.
Maybe.
Not that Tyler Huntley's a bad quarterback. He is a bad quarterback. He's not like a good quarterback.
He is a Pro Bowl quarterback, Tyler Huntley. Noah.
True. That. While he was on the Ravens too.
And he is currently, according to Google, still with the Dolphins.
Okay.
And I guess, you're right. By week 9, we've probably gone through at least 2 Tua concussions. So Tyler Huntley might be playing that game.
Yeah, if Tua gets concussed again, then I would lean this towards the Ravens. But at the same time, I really think the Dolphins just aren't like the best team. So I would lean this towards the Ravens.
All right, Ravens it is for another W. All right, then we've got at Minnesota.
The purple game.
Mm-hmm. They play in a dome now, so don't worry about the cold.
Okay, well.
I'll say, you don't know who the Vikings really are this year either. Because
I don't think so.
Darnold. And you've got J.J. McCarthy now starting after being injured last year and not playing his rookie season. So, so we don't know who J.J. McCarthy is at this point.
Yeah. But their defense though has been pretty good on the Vikings, right? Like
it's solid. It has its moments.
It's solid, yeah.
They're usually like top 10.
I'm leading this more towards the Vikings to win this one. The Ravens aren't going to get it.
Oh,
Ooh,
okay.
upset.
Yeah,
Upset.
I don't think.
Gotta humble the team for the
Yeah, a little
postseason, man.
bit.
I get it.
You gotta make humble them ready for their next meeting with the Browns.
And a quarterback that's probably not Joe Flacco.
Yeah, exactly. It probably won't be Joe Flacco. It might be someone completely random that they've.
Shador Sanders, yeah.
Come on, Dylan Gabriel. I mean, who's gonna expect it?
True. He did get drafted higher than Shador, so clearly he's got the nod.
So true.
There you go.
All right,
Yeah,
so at Cleveland for Week 11, Noah.
I Browns now. I think Ravens get this one.
All right,
there's
let's
just
go Ravens.
No question about it.
Mm-hmm. Following week, you're at home against the New York Jets.
Well, thinking about Justin Fields and the 3 plays he did, I don't think I mean we don't know a whole lot about the Jets' other like aspects of their team.
It's so weird
like,
because they used to have one of the best defenses in the league until Aaron Rodgers came in, and all he needed was their defense to play good so he could play lousy and they would still win games.
Right.
But then their defense like fell apart. So who even knows who the Jets are anymore?
Yeah. I think I would give this to the Ravens because we don't know what the Jets are like, and the Jets might do great with Justin Fields as their starter. I don't know. We'll
they
see.
will. Only time will tell. I'm really excited for this season. I want to see how all these pieces play together,
Absolutely.
What a tough last 6 weeks for you guys. 4 division games in the last 6 weeks.
I know. It's like because this happened last season too. We didn't play the Steelers until way later in the season. Like we usually get like one Steelers game in like the first 5 weeks and then another Steelers game in like the last 5 weeks. Two seasons in a row we get the Steelers in the last 6 weeks of the season. Like what's with that? Like come on.
They did that with the Packers as well. The whole NFC North last week didn't play each other until halfway through the season, so they all had good records because they weren't beating up on each other. And then once they started beating up on each other, then the records started going down.
Yeah. And then they realized the Bears aren't a good team.
The Bears realized the Bears weren't a good team, and they're like, oh yeah, duh.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so you got versus Cincinnati. This one's at home, Thursday Night Football. You get a second Thursday night game?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Looks like it.
Mm-hmm.
And is
that
it's
Sunday night? Sunday night.
Is that's not on Thanksgiving? No. Okay.
No.
So
Wait, maybe?
Let me look.
Yeah,
it is Thanksgiving.
It is
Thanksgiving.
Hey, happy Thanksgiving!
That's
the Packers have a Thanksgiving game too.
I mean, don't they always have a Thanksgiving game?
No, the Lions and Cowboys always have a Thanksgiving
game.
Oh,
yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm worried about Joe Burrow. I'm worried about like his performance because he's been doing pretty good.
I mean, the thing is with Joe Burrow, he's going to play well. It's whether or not the
he will play well.
Mm-hmm.
He will play well.
The Bengals' philosophy this year is we have to outscore everybody
Yes.
because our defense isn't stopping anything.
No.
We have to score 60 points or we will lose.
Yeah. I think we win against the Bengals at home, but we probably won't win against them in Cincinnati.
All right, I'll pencil in the loss in the 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
All right, then you got with Pittsburgh.
I don't know about the Steelers. I mean, then again, Aaron Rodgers is on the team, so I think the Steelers aren't going to perform that great. Just as like a default thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think both times they played the Steelers, the Ravens are gonna win.
Oh, I'll take them both against the Steelers.
I see.
But then again, who knows? Aaron Rodgers might play out of his mind, and we just
who knows?
Who knows?
The
Maybe
Steelers
Aaron
might not
Rodgers
get the 9 wins.
42.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
And who knows? Maybe the Steelers don't have the 9 wins yet to get the winning season. Maybe they actually have to try to get to 9 wins.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, well, at least
after
week 16, you've got New England, though.
Yeah, after they play the Bengals away, they play the Patriots, and honestly, that's going to go to the Ravens. There's no doubt in my mind.
All right, Ravens.
There's no doubt in my mind that the Patriots are going to win that, or the Ravens are going to win that one.
Mm-hmm.
The Patriots, like I said earlier, the Patriots haven't really been doing that great ever since Tom Brady left, and since Bill Belichick's no longer on the team. Like that's just all. They haven't been that great.
All right, and then your
Now-
last game, the at Green Bay, the one that you and I are planning to attend.
Yes, absolutely. I'm looking forward to it, even though my feet are going to be blocks of ice.
Coldest game of the year, baby.
Let's go. I had to be biased here. I think the
Absolutely,
Ravens are
this is
gonna
your
win in
pick'ems.
Lambeau. Yeah. I think the Ravens are going to win in Lambeau.
Ooh, thinks the Ravens are gonna take
yeah.
it. The
Spicy.
Jair revenge
There's-
game.
Yeah, it's probably going to be. Did we win against you guys the last time we played?
I don't know.
look
It
that
was
up.
it was
yeah.
4 years ago.
Yeah, because they played this team every 4 years.
Every
played,
4 years.
Yep.
So you have them finishing 13-4 as your.
I
as
say
your
that's
final
acceptable.
Here.
Yeah, I
that's
say
that's a
that's
pretty good. I mean,
acceptable
that's
for the
pretty
Ravens.
close to what they were last year. What did they finish last year?
That's a great question. I'm gonna look that up. Ravens record 24.
The last time the Packers and the Ravens play, it was the preseason last year, and the Packers whooped the Ravens 30-7. But again,
Preseason, all right. We got like
preseason.
Sean
Preseason.
Clifford out there.
Yeah.
Nobody knows who that is. Yeah, Ravens,
The Ravens
were 12
were
and
12
5
and
last
5,
year.
yeah.
So I mean, that's,
So,
that's
like-
pretty close. That's
Yeah,
realistic.
it's a close record. I'm just
But the-
waiting for the potential of like the Ravens just like completely screwing up at the last second, like they typically do.
Mm-hmm.
I have a thing where like I start to lose trust in Lamar Jackson throughout the course of a game because I'm like, is he really playing the game? Is he just throwing the football for fun? Like I don't know what he's doing.
He's out there
Like-
just
like,
playing
it's-
catch with his best
Yeah.
friend.
Yeah, on the
Speaking
other
of
team.
losing at the last second, the last time the Packers and Ravens played in the regular season, December 19th of 21, the Packers won 31-30.
Wow.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah.
I imagine this game's gonna be close.
I hope so. I'm hoping for a good game in the least bit.
Absolutely.
All right, and then we've got one more schedule to break down. It's me with the
Hold on.
Green Bay Packers.
What did Noah's record come out to, huh?
13-4.
Ooh,
Yeah.
spicy.
13-4.
He's
13
feeling
and 4, which is
confident about his
close.
team.
Yeah, close to the 12-5 from last season, but
All
hey,
right.
we'll see
I
what
won't
happens.
harp on this because we're running low on time as it is, and I still have one more thing I want to get to, and also we've already talked about most of these teams as we've gone through with your guys's. So week 1 versus Detroit, I'm huffing that copium. I think the Packers take a W there. I'm huffing it. Then they Thursday night versus Washington. That one's going to be close, but I'm still going to take the Packers. This is a coin flip, and if it's going to be a coin flip, I'm going to give the tie to the runner. So let's go Packers.
Yep.
At Cleveland, I think Cleveland's a bad team, as always. That's a W for the Packers. At Dallas, here's the thing. The Packers have not lost in the new Dallas Stadium dating
Undefeated.
back to when it was built in 2011.
That's
Something like
crazy.
that. Yeah, but the
2010,
undefeated, yeah.
2011, because the first time they played in that stadium was in the Super Bowl against the Steelers, and they won. And then they have not lost against Dallas in that stadium.
Yeah, so
keep it going. That's a win. I'm feeling a win on that one, baby. Starting off 4-0, feeling good, and then the bye week, and then it's all downhill from here, baby. You can't have a bye week 5. What are you thinking? Nobody's even tired yet. You've played 3.5 bad teams. That's not true, but still. Unfortunately, coming off of the bye week, I don't think they're going to beat Cincinnati. I really do think Cincinnati's going to be that good this year, truthfully. But I do think they take it against Arizona. Kyler Murray is gearing up to play Call of Duty. They beat him last time already, and it looked pretty handily. That was also in Arizona, so I mean, I feel like they just go back to back on this because I truly think the Packers have a stronger team this year than they did last year. I think they have better pieces. They have Matthew Golden now, so they're gonna hopefully have less drop passes, which means more scoring. More scoring means more winning. So there you go.
Points.
At
we love
Pittsburgh,
points.
I hate Aaron Rodgers. That's a W. Defeat Pittsburgh versus Carolina. Sorry, Tom, taking the W. But to be fair, we're in agreement on that.
I was like, no argument here.
Nope.
Versus Philadelphia, I don't think they can
Monday
beat Philly.
night.
I still think I still don't think they're always close with Philly, but they're just short every time, except for in the
Yeah.
playoffs where they got blown out. That's fine. I do think they
Don't
take
talk
it
about
against
that.
New York. New York is bad. I don't know how Minnesota's going to be this year, but I have copium, so they're going to beat Minnesota both times. They're probably going to lose to Detroit at Detroit because Detroit is just a strong team, and on Thanksgiving, and they're at home, so it just is what it is. I don't see them losing to the Bears. The Bears always have their own copium, but we're going to sweep the Bears because the Bears still suck and always will. At Denver, low-key, this is going to be an odd one because I think Denver is a sleeper team. I think the AFC West is straight up like going to be dangerous. I want to get to this like next week when we do this again. But genuinely, like my division to watch out for is the AFC West because I think even the Raiders will be a decent enough team to watch this year. So
they made a lot of good moves.
In Denver, the Packers have never played well with the change of elevation and everything, so I don't think they beat Denver. And I'm weird enough, I don't think they beat Baltimore either. I think Baltimore is just that good of a team. The Packers are just a peg below them. I think if these two teams play 10 times, even in Lambeau, the Packers only win about 4 times and the Ravens win about 6 times. So that's my quick predictions. It looks like they start off strong. They're going to look so dominant starting with 7-1, but then it's all going to fall apart because they're going to get tired. That bye week comes in way too soon. So what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I still have them at 12-5 . So
wow, we all think we're gonna have good years.
We all hope. We're sad fans, but we're copium. This is the copium time, guys. This is the copium.
Yeah. Just for the record, the Packers were 11-6 last season.
Mm-hmm. And so I don't think 12-5 is too unreasonable. It's a harder schedule this year. Don't get me wrong. It is, but they are a better team this year as well. So I'm hoping for 12-5. I'm going to save that. We're going to look back at this probably about week 5, 6, or 7 to kind of like check up on it and see how everybody's doing. If anyone wants to make any changes then. But yeah, that's my Packers prediction. If there's any other Packers fans out there, let me know how close I am because it's like I'm high on my team, but I don't want to be too delusional. I'm a little delusional, but I don't want to be too delusional.
I'm very delusional.
That's okay. We can all be
delusional. I can vouch for Tom being delusional. I'm delusional in the opposite direction.
The Ravens will literally be number 1 in the NFL, and he's like, I think they lose to the Titans this week.
No, literally, that's how I am.
Lamar Jackson going to throw 3 interceptions. I'm feeling it.
Cam Boyd is going to, oh my God, 6 touchdowns from Cam Boyd.
All right, and then I have one more game with you guys to finish it off. I think this was a really strong start. I've had a lot of fun, but you guys want to play a little game with me?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
So what I have up on my screen that I'm not showing anyone right now is the... Okay, I'll start with this. Last year, 2 teams tied for the longest lose streak of that season. Do you know what those 2 teams were?
Ooh.
They both lost 10 games in a row.
10 games in a row.
I know one, I think.
Don't think it was the Panthers.
No, the Panthers did not lose 10 in a row.
Yeah.
Actually, wait, there's 3 teams. Sorry, 3 teams last year lost 10 games in a row. What are they?
Was it the Bears?
The Bears were
one of
them.
them.
After
that was the one.
Game, they lost 9 more in a row and only won against the Packers to stop the losing streak.
Yeah, I was thinking the Bears. That was my first guess. Not
the Bears were one of them. The other 2 I feel like are pretty. They're bad teams. So like, throw out some guesses, you'll probably get it.
Saints.
Not the Titans or the Saints. No.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Patriots?
Nope, not the Patriots.
Giants?
The Giants were one of them as well. The Giants also lost 10 in a row. Not the Jets. Aaron Rodgers didn't play that badly.
What's the Aaron Rodgers hate club? Like, come on.
Let's see. I'm trying to just run through the top 5 picks. Jaguars?
Not the Jaguars.
Seahawks.
It was one of the teams that I mentioned earlier, not too long ago. We did briefly touch upon it.
Looking at the schedule.
You're actually looking it up. You're like, I'm gonna look this up. I'm gonna cheat.
Nah.
So we have Titans. We have Bears.
Titans, Bears, Broncos.
I can't think of the last team.
The last team,
I guess,
is the Vegas Raiders. Lost 10 games.
The Raiders. Yeah.
So those were the 3 teams to lose 10 games in a row last season, but none of them cracked the top 10 losing streaks in the NFL of all time. Can you tell me, just by guessing, you don't need to tell me the years. If you want to throw in the years, you can. But just guess what 10 teams have the longest losing streak in the history of the NFL.
Well,
This is just all time. It doesn't
this
matter.
is
Like it can
all time.
overlap in the
well,
seasons.
Browns and Lions were the
Yeah.
winless seasons, right?
Yep. And both of those are on the list, and I'll break this down for you real quick. So we have the Detroit Lions at tied for number 4, where they lost the last game of the 2007 season, lost all 16 of the 2008 season, and then lost the first 2 of the 2009 season to give them 19 losses in a row.
But the 20th game was a tie. I remember that.
It
They
was.
didn't win.
They broke the loss streak with a tie. They
lose.
tied with the Washington Redskins.
Yeah, they
That's
didn't win, but they
crazy.
stopped the losing streak.
And then you were
Is
right
it-
about, you said the Browns, right?
Yeah.
The Browns actually show up as both like tied for 10 at the same time, because in 2015 they lost their last 3 games, and then 2016 lost their first 14 games to give them 17 losses in a row, then won 1 game against the San Diego Chargers, and then lost 17 more games to be put on the list again. So if they had lost that game against the San Diego Chargers, they would be the absolute number 1 most losing team in the NFL at 35 losses.
Actually, number 1's just the Buccaneers when they came into the league, right?
Close. The Buccaneers are number 2. They lost 14. They went 0-14 their first season, and then lost 12 of the next games in the second season before finally beating the New Orleans Saints. So they're number 2. You didn't quite get number 1, but you do have 9 and 10. You got 4, and you got 2. Maybe I should bring this up and like mark it off so I can keep track of which ones you've guessed.
Why am I
I'm trying
thinking
to-
the Saints are on this list? Because didn't they have a bad losing streak at one point?
And I don't think the
Or
Saints have
am
had any-
am I mistaken if for like after Drew Brees retired that like they were just like they were
Saints-
good up until then, you know?
Saints have been okay since Drew Brees
Right.
retired. Nothing 17 games. I was like, that's our benchmark now. And who's lost more than 17 games in a row?
Like, you got to either think who had a winless season or who just had a really bad end of one year and a really bad beginning of the next year.
There's got to be some
So the
teams from
Saints
like
are
the
not on
60s
the
and
list.
70s. Yeah, there's got to be teams from like the 60s and 70s that I don't know about.
Clues because there is a team from the 60s. There's 2 teams from the 60s. There's a team from the 80s. There is still one from the 2000s. There's actually 2 from the 2000s still.
Yeah, I wouldn't know any of the like
Wait,
60s,
is Miami
70s teams.
Miami on that list?
Miami
because
is
they went
not on the list.
because they went 1-15 one season, and that one win came at week 17, the last game of the season. So,
I wouldn't know any of the like 1960s, 1970s teams. 'cause
I
don't
mean,
do that
they
a lot
still
of
have the
Steelers
same
were bad, right?
names. They
The
still have
Steelers were
mostly
bad in the
same names.
70s, right?
Yeah, not bad enough to have one of the worst losing streaks, unfortunately.
Ooh.
Baltimore's not on that list. As the
Nope,
Colts,
thankfully
are they?
Baltimore's
Okay,
not on
good.
the list.
Good.
I'm
Just throw
really
some
trying to
teams maybe
think, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe when the Colts got gifted the number 1 seed when Peyton Manning had to go down for the neck injury. Is that on there?
Nope, that's not on there.
No. Oh,
I'll try to
I'm
get
trying
even
to-
more
it
specific
didn't-
to help you out. Number 3 is from the 2020 and 2021 seasons.
who
So
was
it is a
really
recent
bad
team.
then?
You would know
that's
this.
recent.
Who was really
The
bad? then?
Lions, right?
No, we already guessed the Lions.
Jaguars?
Really
It
bad.
was the Jaguars. The Jaguars lost 20 in a row, losing they won their first game in
Ooh.
2020, then lost the next 15, and then bled over to lose their next 5 at the beginning of 2021.
I would say they got like back-to-back number 1 draft picks. I believe that's what happened.
They
So,
were that bad.
which I think, yeah. All right. So, all right. Oh no.
I'm trying to think.
was-
Didn't Tennessee have a team before the Titans?
They did. Well,
Is that on that list? I would.
okay, so
Well,
Well,
it's
it
not-
was the Houston Oilers who moved to Tennessee for the Tennessee Oilers, and then rebranded to the Titans.
Well, I'll give you this at least. The Houston Oilers show up on this list twice. So I'll give
Oh,
you that
there you
because
go.
you did
Okay.
mention it, and
Yeah,
it is
I was
kind of an all-ball
thinking-
one. You probably
I
wouldn't
was
have guessed
thinking the
it.
Oilers. I just didn't remember they were in Tennessee.
Houston
or
Oilers,
Houston, so.
18 losses between 72 and 73, and then Oilers with another 17 losses between 82 and 83, 10 years later.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. All right, I
That's-
still
that's
think
tough.
3 of these are guessable, and I don't know if you're going to get the last one, but 3 of these are absolutely guessable because they're I'll give you a clue for all three of them. They are teams that are still in the league, but no longer are in the same location they were at the time. They've all moved.
Rams.
The Rams are one of them. The
St. Louis?
St.
Yeah,
Louis
St. Louis Rams?
in 2008 to 2009 lost 17 games. Lost the last 10 and then lost the first 7. So they're also they're the number 8 spot.
I'm thinking Rams, thinking Chargers, thinking Raiders, thinking
Raiders. Raiders are up
yeah.
there. The Raiders were number 4 with 19 losses, losing their last 6 in 1961 and their first 13 in 1962. It was a long time ago. Was that like right before John Madden?
Wasn't weren't the Raiders in St. Louis as well at that point?
It says Oakland Raiders, so I mean, I'm going by the list.
I don't. Maybe I'm just misremembering, but I swear the Raiders were in St. Louis at once upon a time. Let's see. Was Washington? Did Washington have a really bad losing streak?
Washington did have a really bad losing streak. 1960 to 1961, when they were the Washington Redskins, lost the last 8 and then lost the first 9. And then there's 2 more, and I do not expect you guys to get them because one of them is in the 1920s and the other one is in the 1940s. A little before our time.
After bird flu, this team sucked.
You want to like
actually,
shout any
Packers.
guesses? It wasn't the Packers. Thank God it wasn't the Packers.
I've just said Packers because they're going way back for the throwbacks this year, the 1920s.
I actually don't know which one of these is more shocking because one of them is number 1 and one of them is number 7. We actually didn't guess the number 1 losing team in the NFL history.
Not
the Bears? Question mark.
Almost. It's the Chicago Cardinals. The
that's right.
team
That's
where
right.
they lost 6, and then this is back when they had a 10-game season. They lost 6 and 42, and then lost all 10 and 43, all 10 and 44, and then 3 and 45. The
That was
Chicago
number 1.
Cardinals with the longest losing streak. But you know what's even funnier? The team that they broke their loss streak against was the Chicago Bears.
That's crazy. What?
Right?
Chicago had 2 teams at one point?
I guess
No, they had
so.
moved to that.
It must have been when they
at that point?
moved. It must have been during that time. They got out of Chicago and they finally could win a game, right?
Yeah.
And then
That's
number
crazy.
7, I didn't expect you guys to get this one. This one's a
I'm
deep
not gonna get
cut.
this.
Number 7 was the Dayton Triangles. In 1927.
That's right.
I forgot.
When they had 7. Okay, this is actually a fun story. Back when they had 7-game seasons, the Dayton Triangles lost the last 4 of the 1927 season, lost all 7 in 1928, then lost the first 6 in 29 before the team folded. They literally got rid of the team, so they could not win another game.
That's crazy.
Couldn't win another game, couldn't lose another game. And
Yeah,
that's
so
when
hey,
they stopped.
listen, they will never
Triangles.
move farther up that list because of the fact that like they closed the team before they could lose another one.
That's really funny.
That's really funny. Could you imagine a modern day like team just shutting down the same way the Triangles did? Like,
Right? They're just all like,
wild.
Titans suck. We're just gonna close it down.
And
Tennessee
nowadays, yeah, when
Like-
even if you go 0-17, you're still turning a profit. Yeah.
Dayton Triangles, though, who would have thought?
Dayton Triangles. That is crazy.
Bring back the
even is
Dayton
Dayton?
Triangles.
We should
Ohio.
start the franchise.
Dayton,
Yeah.
Ohio, before they had
Yeah.
Cincinnati and Cleveland, I guess. Before those were even like cities.
That's crazy.
New expansion team. Bring back the Triangles.
We need 3 Ohio teams. Come
Yeah,
on, if California can do it, or if Florida can do it,
Yeah.
and if New York
new
can
expansion
do it.
team. Every division, it has to be a shape at some point, though.
Yes.
You know, AFC
Yes.
North gets the triangles. You know, NFC North gets the rectangles. You know,
the Florida
each
trapezoids.
division. Yeah. Each division is forced to have an Ohio team.
The
Like,
Las
there's
Vegas quadrilaterals.
taking everything is Ohio to an extreme there.
All right. Well, I think we'll wrap it up there, though. I had a lot of fun. This was cool. We'll definitely get more in depth with some of these topics as it goes on, but this was definitely kind of like a fun, let's see where our teams are. let's kind of introduce who we are and have a little bit of fun there with a game at the end. And we'll be doing this every single week, so if for some reason you're still watching this and made it this far, like, comment, subscribe, let us know what you think, let us know what kind of topics we should cover. And we're just doing this for fun because that's what you do when you're a football fan. You got to let out your frustration somewhere.
Yep. This is the virtual punching bag.
This is my virtual therapy session. Man, Nick's lost again. Ugh.
All right, I know how we can end this though.
Yeah.
Football.
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 Football.